This little cabinet right here, it was once a desk. In this video, I'm going to show you how we turned a desk into a 6-drawer cabinet and show you how we created a really cool vintage archival specimen cabinet with the new IOD transfer MILLOT'S pages with several other IOD creatives to put together a playlist to highlight the new IOD spring release. You'll find that playlist description link below, and be sure to check out all of the other artists for their awesome creations. I am a collector of many things: bugs, feathers, stuff from nature. I like craft supplies and clocks, coral, pine cones, and old papers. And I love little drawers. So let's start at the beginning. I found this desk on Facebook Marketplace, and I just started thinking that there had to be a way to turn it into kind of a multi-drawer storage cabinet. And I put my husband to work. I mean, how hard could it be? All we have to do is take the top off and separate the two sides of the desk, and then somehow push them together. We'll change out these bottom front panels that look very 1960s and put on a new top. I mean, my husband can do this, right? So here's my plan. I want to create a really awesome storage cabinet for maybe crafts or supplies, whatever you want to use it for. Whenever you're going to apply an IOD transfer to a painted project, you really want to make sure that you do all of the necessary prep work. That means clean the piece thoroughly and apply a really good solid base coat of your paint of choice. Remember, if your paint chips off, your transfer is not going to stick either. Now I'm going to let that paint finish completely dry. I like to let my paint dry at least 24 hours before applying a transfer. Now let's take a look at this IOD transfer called MILLOT'S pages. It is a collector's dream of 8 pages of these gorgeous antique images. You can use each of MILLOT'S pages as a whole, or you can cut them apart to use them to fit your project. I'm going to cut apart each sheet to make it fit the drawers of my cabinet. I cut out and fit all of my pieces for each of the drawers. I'll put aside any leftovers to use for other projects. As I cut apart each sheet to make it fit the drawers, I will cut out any images that hang over the edges, and then I'll fill in with smaller pieces a little bit later. Time flies, yet there's butterflies in my palms and in my eyes. Applying an IOD transfer is really easy. The transfers are super adhesive so that they'll stick to any dry, wax-free, dust-free, clean painted surface or metal. They'll even adhere to glass. It's important to keep any leftover pieces of transfer attached to their backing sheet so that they remain dust-free. When you apply the transfer to your surface, use the plastic applicator that comes in the package. They're really sticky, so you don't want to shift them once you are ready to apply. Then use the applicator to very gently but firmly rub on the image so that it releases from the backing and transfers directly onto your surface. Then pull the carrier sheet away. I like to lift one corner of the sheet up as I transfer the image. It makes it a lot easier to pull it away and then lay it back down if you have any pieces of the transfer that have not released.
You make me wanna live this life to the fullest.
The drawers are done, and look at all of the leftover transfer pieces I have to use on another project. I want my specimen cabinet to have a really old vintage look to it. So I sanded all my edges and even lightly sanded over some of the transfers. To seal the transfers in place, I'm using a clear polyacrylic sealer.
Thought you'd be the one for me. Won't you tell me how you feel? I shared my dream with you until the morning. Everybody else have done it right. Coming out to see me try.
In our hardware stash, I was lucky enough to find some antique brass file cabinet pulls, which JR so kindly attached to each of the drawers.
Wish you were the one who made me whole, and I won't be turned.
To finish off my cabinet and give it even more of an aged look, I'm going to use some dark wax over the entire cabinet.
Ain't no good to look the other way. Once again I'm on the run, far away from all the fun. It seems I'm bound to be away from you. I never meant to drive you off this way.
Seriously, I could not love a project anymore. I can't believe that this was once a desk. Let us know in the comments below what you think of this desk to cabinet makeover. And don't forget to check the description box below for that link to all of the IOD spring released creations. L&J Goods is located in beautiful Medina, New York, or at lnjgoods.com.